we feel like Alex at the beginning of some of his videos. Except we are more oddly clad. Look at my socks. I have Yoda on them. Pretty serious. Anyway, today we went to Stratford upon Avon, which is Shakespeare's birthplace. And we went to his childhood home, which is very small and now has a garden in front, but used to have a pit of dung and urine and other stuff used to treat animal skins so they could be scraped more easily to make leather. So now it's very quaint and nice to visit, but I doubt it was nice to visit then.
There's an episode of Dirty Jobs where Michael is tanning. It was beautiful.
Did you see the one where he neutered a horse?
Yes.
That's gross.
That was one of the first episodes I watched.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not a good starting episode. I don't think I watched the rest of that
And
one.
my first episode of Mythbusters was where they were checking to see if toast landed butter side up or down. And so the whole episode was them chucking toast off the top of a building. And I was like, this is the most stupid show I think I've ever seen. But now it's great.
Side conversation.
Sorry,
So-
tangent.
So, they were really informed people at Shakespeare's house, so they were really cool. We met a guy who was in the upstairs. He was quoting soliloquies and sonnets, etc. And then he was talking about how what American wanted to buy Shakespeare's house and move it to America so he could make a buck. Well, anyway, there was one. So he was making fun of Americans, and then he was making fun of French people, and it was fun.
And Canadians.
And Canadians. Because he would sometimes make the mistake of calling Canadians American, and they're like, I'm Canadian. A booch. See? I'm Canadian. Anyway, after that, we walked through the rain to Anne Hathaway's house, Shakespeare's wife, who was 8 years older than him. That's weird. Anyway, we passed a bunch of really, really cute cottages and thatched roof places along the way. And then we got to her cottage that has a beauteous garden out front that we took lots of pictures of. Her house was bigger because her family was much more wealthy than Shakespeare. But they added on successively through the generations. There was also a very informed dude in there who went on for like half an hour.
He talked for so long.
It was pretty
It
great,
was brilliant,
actually.
though.
He was good. I enjoyed him. What else? After that, we walked back into town and we went to, I think it was Shakespeare's granddaughter's house.
Yeah.
Was where we were. And it was a ranch. It had another little garden. It was a little cottage, and it was pretty cute. It had some props from plays upstairs. Like, I think my favorite, well, Mercutio's swords were there, so that's cool. But then there was also, what's his face's head from Midsummer's Bottom's head. Bottom's head. So that was great.
They had a skull from Hamlet.
They had the skull from Hamlet.
I love Hamlet.
We know. It is a good one.
I love Hamlet.
It is a good one. After that, we went to Shakespeare's daughter's house, which was cute inside, but not very big or anything. But then we went outside and there was a big garden, which we were like, oh look, another garden. So pretty. But then we met this New Zealand group, this group of people from New Zealand, and then one person from Stratford who knew the people from New Zealand. We were talking about how they're going to have a permanently standing Hobbiton in New Zealand that everybody can go visit. And we were like, what? And what else were we talking about? We were talking about
Mulberries.
mulberries mostly. There's a big mulberry tree in the back of Shakespeare's daughter's house. I've heard of mulberry trees when you take off like a branch or something, you replant that. So they pretty much assumed that it was Shakespeare who gave her the plant in the first place. So it's like successively Shakespeare had a tree and then his daughter had a tree, etc. So we ate mulberries off the tree, and they were good. So we're a part of history, kind of, I guess. I don't know.
Are we?
Sure. Why else did we eat the mulberries off the tree?
I don't know. To get the bright red juice on it.
Yeah, it looks like blood.
It looked just like blood.
It was really intense. We were like, oh. Anyway, after that, we went to, well, we had lunch. And we had, what was it called? A tiffin?
Tiffin.
Tiffin. We had a tiffin, which we didn't know what it was, but they called it a biscuit. But it's more like a cookie dough consistency on the bottom, and it was really, like, not overly sweet, kind of nutty. And then we had one that had white chocolate on it and little cranberries. And it was like if you fill in that triangle, it was like that big.
It was good.
It was tasty.
Did you just make a triangle?
I can't hold it and show them at the same time, so I don't think it's...
Oh, I was gonna help you, but...
You're not helpful, though.
That's what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
To be helpful and distracting.
Where did we go after that?
After we ate, we went into the little...
We went to his Shakespeare's burial place at the church.
That's right.
Which...
Apparently I took a picture of the wrong monument.
The wrong monument?
Apparently he's not buried with a
You
monument.
thought he was... No, he's in front.
Oh.
She took a picture of the wrong grave. We went to Shakespeare's grave and she took the picture of the wrong grave.
You took a picture of the right one, so it's
I
okay.
I did. And of
It
Anne.
looked like-
And then I took one, like a general one of the other three
It
people
looked,
because
you know how the graves have the
they
people
weren't going to
laying
put
there?
Shakespeare in that big grand old thing. That's like where you
Not
put
the
a
one in the
priest.
middle, the one on the left looked like Shakespeare.
The one that said Anne.
No.
It was clearly labeled. You mean like the tomb that had a carving of a person?
Yes.
No. No. Oh my goodness. Anyway, then we walked up past the river, which is really pretty, and it's full of swans. And we saw briefly the Shakespeare Theater. So that was cool. Made Eden very happy.
I like Shakespeare. Shakespeare is cool.
We all enjoy Shakespeare, or we should. And then we headed back here, and we witnessed the unveiling of the new doctor, which I already posted. And now we have to research this Peter. He seems pretty cool, though.
I like him.
I mean, I'm gonna miss Matt, so I might resent him for a while.
I like him, but as soon as he starts being the doctor, I'm gonna be like, where is Matt?
Yeah.
I can't.
We're gonna have an adjustment
I
period.
can't give Matt up.
No.
It's gonna be awful.
So that was our day. Pretty much.
They're gonna be talking about that for like ages now too,
Well, of course.
and we get to hear about it because we're UK.
We are in the UK.
Makes me happy.
You know, they posted a link, like, for people who missed it, I guess, to spoil it if they hadn't watched the special. And it's like a 10-second clip of Peter saying, "I'm the doctor."
Is that
And
it?
that is just BBC. And I was
we
like...
sat through like a 30-minute thing where they
It
interviewed
was good,
like,
though.
5 and they interviewed Wilfred. It was good.
I enjoyed that. Who was that kid? It was just a random
Who
kid.
was the kid?
Maybe he's famous and we don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. The one dude kept getting the trivia wrong.
Oh,
He kept
that was so
trying to
sad.
he kept trying to make references, but I think he was really
It's
nervous.
like, when I heard you knock 3 times, and we were like, oh, baby.
Oh no, sweetie.
It's like, that's
I'm
not,
sorry.
that's not it. I mean, I'd be nervous too, because it'd be like, is he going to knock again? Because if he doesn't, we're good.
Yes.
Oh, but anyway, that was our day. And what time is it?
10:33.
It's 10:30. And Eden almost fell asleep like 20,000 times.
I did fall asleep.
I don't know what
I
her
don't-
problem is.
As soon as
She
we
gets-
sit in the car or
She's
like a moving
"Ow."
vehicle,
I'm like,
I'm
what
like,
the heck?
my eyes get really heavy and I'm just like, I'll
really-
close them for a couple
It's absolutely
seconds.
ridiculous, man. You have a problem. Anywho, closing this video. It's already too
I'm
long.
not sleepy now.
You just said you were like 10 minutes ago.